Try it again. Here we go. Looks like we're up and running. Okay, finally. Bloody YouTube. God damn it, shits me. We'll start this series off that way. Oh, this episode off this way. Welcome, guys. I've had a lot of trouble. I'm going to actually click into Twitch as well. Just bear with me. Had a lot of trouble getting YouTube to behave this morning, which is incredibly annoying. All right. Anyway, I'm not going to bitch about YouTube for the whole time. I think that should be everything I need to do. I'll just double check. We're up and running. Yeah, we are. That's good. Look at how easy Twitch is. Like Twitch was about 3 seconds, and yet YouTube was took me a good half an hour to get that set up for this. Anyway, welcome. This is going to be a ChatTactic episode 3. So we're going to be sort of having a bit of a look and look at the Steam Summer Sale. I'm actually I've now been sort of put off because of the bloody YouTube shenanigans. It just, if they can do anything and complicate it, they will, and it's very, very frustrating. Right, anyway, Steam Summer Sale. We're going to be having a bit of a deep dive into that one. It's a ChatTactic, so we're going to be probably doing a marble run towards the end of it. I've actually decided to do this one both to Twitch and also to YouTube because because I do actually have a couple of games to give away. So at least a couple, I think. Hopefully the keys will still be actually active. I haven't done a ChatTactic for 6 months nearly. Actually, 3 or 4 months. Actually, even 4 or 5 months actually. It's been a long time, so it's only episode 3 for the year. Wow, it's actually really dropped the ball there with that. So anyway, we're going to have a look at what the different sorts of specials are, have a look at different filtering, I guess, as we sort of have a bit of a look through. So we'll start to, we won't use Steam for that. Steam is not the best way to sort it. Steam gives you like your different lists of different things that are coming up, but it's a bit, I don't know, it sort of tries to curate it for what it thinks that you might like. But I think it's best to filter it, and there is a way to filter it in YouTube as well. I can actually just go without putting anything in search the store. I can just go and click on it to get like a group where I can then go to discounts, for example, back in through there, and then get different discounts that way. So I can sort of get like a bit of a system to have a look at this, but that's not the easiest way to do it. So we're going to go across to Steam database or SteamDB. I have logged into this as well just before we sort of get started. We then click on sales and we can filter this one much more strongly. So we'll go and do that one. But before I start, actually, well, let's just say hi to everyone. So hi, Private Joe and Chris, how you going? It was you, not me. So, yeah, there we go. And Hugh David, hope you guys are all doing well. So probably just saying like if these I think he's the fat fingers have put a dad, not a Daz. That's fine. Happens all the time, guys. Happens all the time. Right. So we're going to, again, as I said before, you're going to be using the Steam database to go there. But before I start, I do have a little notice or a little request. If you are watching this video, please, if you like the live streams that I do, like the long form live streams where there's multiple episodes, you might want to subscribe to DasTactic Live, which is my new channel. I haven't even put the graphics in at all yet, but I have started to upload different series in there. So this has been going for about a week, and so anything that's going to be like a long form series, and in this case, if I just go to playlists, I've got 2 playlists in there at the moment. I've got with 2 videos in it each, and as I sort of keep on with the series, I'll then put them into this particular channel. So at the moment, oh, there we go. We've got a few more subscribers since I started, but I'm trying to get my subscriber count and view count up enough to monetize this channel. So if you do want to support me and the channel, the best way at the moment would be to subscribe to this new channel. In fact, I haven't even subscribed to it from my other channel. There we are. We've just done it. And we can even get a bell. I won't do that for me, but you can actually then, of course, get the bell to make sure that you always see the live streams if you are watching these on YouTube. But it certainly does help for me to be able to have to get this channel up and running and monetized as fast as possible. But having said that, I am enjoying this enormously. So just as a really quick summary of what's actually going on with this, just in case you're not aware, I've been trying to promote the channel a little bit with my live streams. But if you're unaware of it, at the moment, the Shadow Empire is an interesting little one. If I just go and have a quick look, there's only 2 videos actually in this one. I'll just pause that for a second. What we're finding in this particular run, actually, where we go to episode 2. That's probably going to be the better one. We end up having, the first episode is really just creating the world and just getting started. But in the second one, we do end up with a fairly interesting sort of map where we're really, it's almost going to be like a Starship Troopers run, the way it sort of is working. And because the whole southern border is set up with two different hives of arachnids, which is quite interesting. And then we have slavers off to the east. So we're just plugging the gaps. The slavers have declared war at this stage. And then down the bottom there, we've got this, what's going to become a very, very difficult process of eradicating their bugs. So we actually have arachnids essentially all the way across the bottom of the map. If you haven't played I was going to say, call it Starship Troopers. If you haven't played Shadow Empire, it's an incredible game with like incredible random maps, and on different planets. And in this case, we're playing on a very desolate planet, very like with acid, like sort of an acid rain type atmosphere. So extremely insidious, but we are actually now trying to set up so that we can actually defend against what will be hordes and hordes of arachnids and bugs, which will be sort of trying to get into our holdings there for Shadow Empire. So that's one of the ones that we've got. The other one that we've got. Oops, hang on. Just get rid of that. Sorry, I'll just. Yeah, that's all right. And I'll just with Dwarf Fortress as well. This is the Dwarf Fortress run. Again, it's just got like the new start back in through there. I'll just pause that again. And this has been good fun as well. Both episodes of these have been quite good. It took me a little while to get it set up, like in terms of the new settings. We did want to go to an area where we'd get dinosaurs, the new dinosaurs, but also we wanted to get zombie dinosaurs. So we've actually gone and found ourselves a reanimating location where there's lots of undead coming in already. But there should be at some point. We should get zombie dinosaurs coming in at some point. I don't know when that will be, but we've had a lot of different fights against undead harpies, against undead moose. We've killed off a couple of undead skunks, etc., etc. So it's been a fun series already. Actually, it's been a few things which have threatened the fortress. We haven't lost anyone yet, which is great. But yeah, that's been already a hell of a lot of fun. Just those two episodes in through there. So these will be continued on. The whole reason for this channel is just to end up with lots and lots and lots of these series, essentially, where like any series that's going to be more than about 2 or 3 episodes, I will actually then put into here. At the moment, I've got a couple of other series which are still actually on my normal YouTube channel. I will run them out a little bit further. Certainly, the Xenonauts 2, one that's on the channel that you're watching this now. If you're watching it on YouTube, that will ultimately end up. I will actually run that one to its fruition, but I possibly will actually then just go and hide those videos because they actually destroy the algorithm of my normal channel, and so I will actually. I'll still keep on playing them there just to finish them off, and similarly with Age of Wonders. But after this, those extended series will then be put on this channel. So if you're looking for anything where I actually have like a lot of where it takes more than 2 or 3 episodes, so that's going to be Elemental, it's going to be Distant Worlds, Gal Civ 4, anything at all. I do plan on sort of getting into Hearts of Iron 4 as well. Like I've been looking at that, and once I've sort of at least got my head around how to play that one, that will probably also live on this channel to a large degree. If I do a tutorial series, like where it's actually an actual series in terms of tutorials, that will go on to my original channel. So the original channel, I'm going to have more curated type videos, but the extended live streams will ultimately end up over here. So if you are if you are sort of interested in these sorts of playthroughs, then the DasTactic live channel will be the one. But as I said before, I haven't actually dressed it up at all just yet, so I'll just quit that one out of there. There we go, got a few more subscribers. Thanks, guys, I do appreciate that. But these will be, already both of these series look like they're going to be interesting ones. The thing also from my own, I know I'm sort of waffling on here, but the thing from my own perspective is I don't feel the pressure when I'm streaming into this channel to try to have the algorithm where I'm actually trying to do things to suit the algorithm, which I do a little bit, and I didn't realize how much it was until I started streaming to this channel just this week. It was very liberating to actually not have to protect the algorithm like with what I was actually doing, which I really quite liked. Anyway, that's where we are. Chris is saying, yeah, you're looking forward to the new Gal Civ 4 DLC. Yes, I am. I'm just waiting for it to come out. I know when it's coming out, so I've got a bit of an inside run on that one. And as soon as I can stream that one, I will be streaming that one. So yeah, I've got a bit of a timeline for that one. So that will start off on my normal channel, because I do actually have a sponsored stream for that one. So that will sort of be in there. Anyway, I'll just leave that one open there so I can come back at the end of the episode if I remember to plug it yet again. But anyway, this I do appreciate, guys. Any subscribers and views in there is going to be, and any interaction with the videos is going to be very, very helpful. So anyway, Steam charts. Let's get back across to here. We are going to be looking at the sales in through this other side, and we're going to be filtering to try to find the best of the best. So what I like to do with this particular one is to you can see down there, but there's already like a couple of by default filters. If I turn them off, it ends up like this has already got like 2,000 products, even if the filters are over 50% discount and over 5,000 reviews. Now, we're probably not going to see a lot of the sorts of videos that we'd be wanting to find that way. I mean, we sort of would, but I'm going to I'm going to change a few of the filters. I've got the currency set here for US dollars. I think that's probably the best way of doing it. Filter by type. I'm going to go and just go all. It says accept DLCs. We might do a look at the DLCs. I know that there's a fair few DLCs on special in this particular one if we have time. System by features. Yep, that's okay. I might switch off the adults only stuff. I don't think there's any like. If I just go only adults only, let's just do it the opposite way and apply the new filters, what sort of things do we end up getting? Is there anything here that we'd be interested in actually having a look at? There really isn't. So not for me anyway. There may be for you guys, but not for me. So I'm going to unfilter that one. So I'm just going to go and do that one as a negative filter so that adults only then just sort of disappear completely. It only was a few products, but ultimately, once we get into the really cheap games, we're going to get a lot of those. So I just don't want them coming into what we're looking at. And then the user tags in here, I'm just going to go and click on strategy. So we'll just keep them defined to the strategy genre. Back this way, what are we down to? 535 products. So that should sort of end up with us getting something where we can start to play with these numbers a little bit. Now, the 5,000 reviews for strategy games, that's actually too debilitating. So a lot of strategy games never get to that, only the really big ones. So I'm going to ditch this. I'm going to change that one to reviews of, I'd say probably, let's just say that you've got maybe 500. That might be more fair. Let's just go and apply those filters. Yeah, we're up to nearly 2,000 again. I think that that's fair enough for a strategy game. Strategy games are not popular. Okay, so Supreme Plague is saying hi and saying I just brought Call to Arms, Gates of Hell, Ostfront yesterday. Maybe something you like too. That rings a bell. I don't remember exactly what it was. You know, there's one game that I've seen on this that I thought, oh wow, that actually looks really, really cool. And I was looking at it yesterday with the all I did was click on the pricing. And so it was a strategy game that had, I think this will still get there. Let's just see if we can do it. So this is the cheapest of the cheap pricing that we have. So a lot of these won't be any good. But there was one that actually grabbed my attention. See if I can find it. I'm not going to see it now. It's probably got even less. It was called Tiny something. Tiny Civilization, I think it was. But it actually looked pretty cool. It was really cheap. Like as in really cheap. But it actually looked like a pretty good game. Actually, I'm not seeing it there today. I'll actually just have a quick look on Steam. Tiny Civ, was it? Tiny Civilization. Yeah, it's only 60% off. $1.18, there we are. And it just looked like a fun little game. And it was something that I thought, oh, look, if I'm going to pick up a game, that's probably the one I'm going to be picking up. But I can't sort of, I didn't sort of look at it too much, but it was, yeah, it actually looked like a, I don't know if, yeah, I've got a few friends who already own it. But yeah, it actually looks like a pretty cool little game. It's sort of, what does it rate? 94%, and then 77 in recent times. Only came out in 2023 as well. Historical simulation game that promotes the development of civilization based on the Match 3 game. I don't know what Match 3 is. You'll need to gather resources, use skills, discover technology, and lead human beings through a 10,000-year journey to the cosmos. So maybe we'll have a quick look at this one and just see if this is worth... I didn't really have a good look. I have to be careful with sound. Maybe not. Actually, maybe this isn't what I want. I don't know. It's just, it's not a civilization game at all, is it? No, sorry, I will take that one back. I don't think this is what I want. Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay. Sorry, I had a quick look and thought, oh, that looks really, really cool. So, anyway, let's get into the list again, the summer sale list. So we won't go by price. We're going to do it by what's off, I think. So like is in the, and we'll just have a quick look. We'll just skim through. Actually, another thing I do want to do is get rid of the games which are too old. So I'm thinking that we might go, like this is 2013. I think I might do 10 years. So we'll end up with the date range. So we'll just go back in time to 2016, starting, where are we, 2016, we go to January of 2016, there we are. And we'll just go to the 1st of January. So we'll start there and we'll just finish off today. There we are. So we'll apply these new filters as well. That will then get rid of a fair few of the old games. So we're just sort of looking at these new games. And so looking at the at these as well, one thing I like about the Steam DB is it does tell you if it's the lowest it's ever been. Now, War Hospital, got no idea. We do want to have ratings as well. Got more than, they've got the reviews, but we also do want to get ratings probably over 60%. So I'll do the rating over, like 60% again for strategy games can lead to, or even 65. Let's just go there. I'm mindful of games like Distant Worlds, which actually rates about 70%, just to sort of try to keep, because there are some very, very good strategy games that actually don't rate all that well. Let's apply these filters. Yeah, we've got a fair few there now. So Planet Zoo, I've never played this one. It looks interesting from when I sort of was looking at it there before. So I'm guessing that that's actually a good price. I mean, the rating there is 89%, which is actually good. I mean, one thing we could do with these, now that we've sort of got the settings, what have we got, over 50%? Yeah, that 50% is, I think, a good one. So we're not looking at anything under 50%. If we look at the actual ratings, maybe just sort it by ratings. Oh, look at this. It's funny, you know, this one is yeah, all-time low was $1.99. So it's still 66% off. It has been lower, but this is actually the highest rated game. And I do highly recommend this game. I do highly, highly recommend this one. This is so much fun, but it's sort of funny. Whenever I've done a live stream or a playthrough of this one, it doesn't attract very much attention. People don't really watch it, but it's a really, really fun little game. Like, it's really fun. So it's yeah, that one, like, that's a 66% off isn't fantastic, but that is worth the money. So it's actually that is a very, very cool game. Balloons TD. Now I don't have that one. Like these ones, these showing what I've got in my system. And so in this case, this one is rated at 96%. No idea what this is. Yeah, no idea actually. Maybe we'll have a bit of a look. I can just middle click on these and then bring them up to sort of see what they are. There's 11,000 of people actually in game. Tower defense. Yeah, no, we won't worry about that one. We won't look at that one. No idea what that is. Anyway, it's a 2-year low at this stage with the 80% off. Still very, very cheap. Slay the Spire, that's of course a classic. I actually don't like the combat in Slay the Spire, but I really like the actual progression, like up through the actual spire itself. And of course, so many games now sort of follow this particular one. It deserves its high rating, but it's not one that I would actually recommend anymore. Like, so it's something that I wouldn't sort of really be going too much into. Can't really talk about these. I've got no idea what these actually are. Oxygen not included. This is fairly old now, from 2019. It actually feels older than what we're sort of seeing through here. I'll just zoom down a little bit. So that one there is a very good game. It's still, that's expensive, even for 70% off. For it to be $7.50 essentially US is quite expensive. But it's a good management game, like where you're trying to manage. Like an underground bunker, which again is quite engaging. So yeah, for $7, even though it's 70% off, I don't know if it's now getting a bit old. So I would have hoped for a lower price than that one. So so we've got that one through there. I'll read a few of the comments as we go as well, guys. So we've got the Epic Battle Fantasy. No idea what that is. Again, $10. No, I don't think we'll... Actually, it does rate. Again, we've got fairly high ratings in through that side. Yeah, JRPG. I've got no idea what this is. Let's have a quick look through some of these other ones as we sort of scroll down through. Divinity Original Sin, Definitive Edition, $10 or $11 there. Zarp Rusty's Retirement. No idea what that is. Then we've got Don't Starve Together, another of the, I think is that Cly again? Cly Entertainment? Yeah, it is. So Cly Entertainment made Don't Starve, but they also did make Oxygen Not Included. So they're both from the same stable of games. And again, incredibly good game, like this one in through here. It just squeaks into our into the time frame that we actually have there for from April 2016, but a good game nonetheless. And for to $1.50, that's actually very, very good, very, very good price. And it's one of these games, even though it's actually 10 years old, it doesn't sort of feel like that. Just the art style is really quite good, so that's a good one as well. Shadow Tactics is a interesting one as well. It's funny, I thought that was in my library. I know I've looked at it before, but it is from 2016. Actually, it may have been other games that they have brought out since that I've actually played, and maybe Shadow Tactics was one of the others that was there. Now, Mimi Games. They made. What did they make? It was a pirate game like Shadow Tactics. That's what it was. So that's the one that I've sort of seen in through there. Okay, Desperados 3, no idea what that is. Stacklands only just got in there with a 50%. Just have a quick look down through these other ones. Kingdom Rush Frontiers Tower Defense. I don't really play Tower Defense, so I'm not sure what this one is like. Again, it's 10 years old, so it's there for $5. I probably wouldn't worry about it. Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. Still expensive for what this is, so I would ditch that one as well. Monster Train. Someone's told me about this one once before, with it being fairly good. It's a card battler. I don't think I'll worry about it. Mindustry. This is actually a good one as well. This one is surprisingly good. Actually, this game. I was going to do a series on it, like when it first came out, but I never got to it. I don't think I even did any videos on it. But it was actually a game that was very impressive with what it actually did do. Maybe we'll just click a few of these and just bring them up so we can sort of try to have a bit of a look and see what they're like. Go to the Steam page itself. So that, again, it rates very, very highly there. It's a few years old now, but it's actually that's the all-time. Oh, sorry, the all-time low was like $3 essentially. Now it's now $4. It's funny, it says at negative 50%, but this is now negative 60. So it must have actually, the base game must have gone up in price a little bit. But we'll have a look at that. If there any others we wanted to have a bit of a look at, I won't open up these other old ones, but I will actually I will go back to the totally accurate battle. That surprises me that the actual rating is the highest for the strategy games. That actually, I find that really heartening, but also a bit scary. That sort of rates that high. We'll have a look at that one in more detail as well. A Moon Leap, Don't Escape, 4 Days to Survive, no idea what that is. Besiege is actually a fun little game. This is a game, again, that this is for $1.50 and 90% off. This came out in 2020. Yes, this is an absolute must-buy if you are wanting to look at things. Five Nights at Freddy's is too expensive at this stage. Against the Storm is a great game. $9 is probably a little bit. Actually, no, there's still a very good. I'll put that one in as well. This is, for me, Against the Storm has been the best of the. What's the genre there? It's sort of like it's essentially a city builder. Well, it does say it there. It's a simulation city builder, but it's got so much random content in it. Like, you don't know exactly what sort of city you need to be building until you get into it, and that's just developed and become a really good game. And it really does deserve this 92% back up through here. Airships. Oh, look at this, 92%. Again, one of my old favourites here. It's current 2-year low at $10. That's an absolute must-buy if you don't have it. Again, I'm trying to find games that are probably under $5. So maybe I won't say a must-buy, but it's very, very good. And this one keeps on being developed all the time. Like, it's actually, I think another one just came out the other day. I always feel like playing the game whenever I see that there's been an update. And the updates do come very, very thick and fast. Barrage Trauma. I've heard about this game. What's this one here? This is... yeah, I've heard about this one. This is survival horror. I'll put that one in there. I don't actually have this one. Actually, no, it's a bit expensive. It's only 50%. 50% sort of right on the cusp of it being, maybe one day. I'll put it in the list anyway. We'll just middle click it so that it goes across. Now, Kingdom Rush is, I won't worry about that one. We'll get a few more of these. Polybridge is fun, 80% off. That's actually that's a good one. I won't open this one up, but this is essentially an engineering type game where you've got to build a little bridge across a location. I might just zoom in a little bit so we can see a little bit. Oh no, it's not going to do it as well as what we already have. So Polybridge 2 is a good one, again, just for a bit of a time waster. But this is, and so that one actually I would recommend. Actually, I will pop it in there just as the recommendations. Empire of the Undergrowth, this one rates incredibly highly as well. Now, this one is a hooded horse game. I haven't actually played it, but gee, it came highly recommended. I actually do have it in my library, I just haven't got to it. And this one is fairly recent. I'd say 70% off for that one is also good. I'll throw that one in the list. Into the Breach. Now, this is from 2018. If you don't have this, if you've got Netflix, you can get this from Netflix. So that's sort of like can be. I'll go and grab it, but it's but essentially you can grab that one from Netflix. I'm pretty sure Into the Breach is a Netflix game. Now, I think Netflix actually bought it, but this is a really pure strategy game with random battle maps where an incredible development. Like, it's really one of these really special games. If you don't actually have it in your library, for $5 or $4.50, go and grab it because it's really, really good. Like, this is Yeah, the all-time low was $3. So from whenever that was, we don't know exactly when. But this is this should be in everyone's library. That is definitely a game that should be in everyone's library. Symphony of War. This is one of my greatest hopes with this is that one day they make it so that we can actually get more random type maps. Again, one that really should be in not in everyone's library. I won't put it in the same category as Into the Breach. Into the Breach is a really special game. Like, it's sort of right up there in terms of it just being like genre defining, even though there's really nobody's really been able to do anything that really sort of meets what Into the Breach was able to then go and do. It's an amazing game, Into the Breach. Anyway, we keep on coming back down through. So Symphony of War is a really good RPG type game. So it's a tactical RPG with a really interesting sort of progression system for your characters. And again, it really would do so well as a random game. It's one of these games, I always forget the name of it all the time, but it's they keep on talking about doing something so that it becomes more randomized, but it's just not really something that actually is going to work. Actually, there we go. Chris is saying I have Into the Breach on both Windows and Android. Yes, I'm the same. It was actually when I travelled across to Europe, like it's 23 hours of flying, basically 20 like, so it was a long time. And Into the Breach, I did actually make sure that I had Into the Breach on my Android for part of that long flight. So it was a bit of a survival game for me, and so I have very, very fond memories of Into the Breach, not because of the flight, but just because it's a great game. Dungeons 3, haven't really played that one, to be honest. So even though it's actually in my list there, I just haven't got to it. Kingdoms and Castles, again, the same sort of deal. I haven't really played this one either. This is from 2017, so I probably won't get to that one. $10, it's only 50% off, so I'm not sure. Wingspan is an interesting one. This is only $8, and this is really like a board game, like an award-winning board game. I've got the board game, and but I don't have the actual. I think I've got it on my Switch, on my Nintendo Switch. And so, again, this is just more. It's probably better playing with other people because it is more of a board game more than anything. Crazy Machines, too old, I think. Although for $1, it's not bad. It's an old game though. I won't put it in our little list of great buys. Armored Commander. Don't even know what this one is. Oh, I did see this, actually. I've heard about this game. I'm going to throw that across. This is a game that I was actually interested in having a look at. It's a bit old, but it's you can see the graphics are absolute shit. They're shockingly bad. Yeah, Frostpunk in through there again as well. That's 90% off. Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's also a must-have. God, we're getting a big, long list here, guys, of games that are must-haves. Oh, Heat Signature. All right, this is one of my most played games that I've ever of all time for me. On my Steam library, I'll just go down and sort of find it there. I've got so many hours put into this one here. This is actually a game that was my beer and pretzels game for many, many, many years. Like from when it first came out, for probably a good 7 or 8 years. Like, it really was something that it was only probably in the last few years that I've stopped playing it. But it's one where you have like an agent or a collection of these different agents where they need to go onto spaceships, and these are randomly generated spaceships, and actually try to fulfill different missions. So there's a bit of subterfuge, a bit of sneaking around, a bit of combat. It's actually really, really cool. It's such a good game, and at 80% off, that's an absolute must. That's a must buy, I think, if you're sort of into little beer and pretzels type games. But it's so well done, so well done. The same developer has done Wizard Breach, I think it is, which I haven't played, but it's sort of. But yeah, Heat Signature, I thoroughly enjoyed that. And 80% off, that's a good rate. That's a good one through there. Creeper World 4. Now, I haven't actually played this. This is $10. Creeper Worlds, I've got a few of the other Creeper Worlds. These are good as well. I'm going to, even without having ever played this, I'm going to put that in also into our little list, because I think I don't actually have this one, but but that one does. This is a interesting sort of real-time strategy game. It says tower defense in the list there. If I just hover down the bottom there, it says tower defense, real-time tactics, war game. The real-time. It's not the relaxing type of real time. It's more the frantic real time. So people may not like it from that aspect. But the tower defense, it sort of is that, but it's a lot more nuanced than just a tower defense game. It's about pushing back these essentially what's called the creepers there, which sort of which keep on expanding into your territory, and you need to keep on sort of I guess attacking them back out and sort of pushing them back out away from your civilization. It's a really, really nice game. It's Tower Attack, says Zoe Thundersocks. Yes, it is. So Shogoth is saying graphics is not bad. It's vintage. There we go. And actually, Unstabalis is saying Wingspan was a board game first. Yes, and an award-winning board game. So Chris is saying beer and pretzels games. Yeah, beer and pretzels games are games where you don't have to think much. They're fast to play, basically. So a game that you can just sort of, if you just like, for me to relax, I find that if I play a strategy game, usually I can't relax. It's sort of it's not something I can just if I'm tired, for example, I can't play like in-depth strategy games. So I tend to look for games that don't require a hell of a lot of I guess sort of like long-term thinking. It's more just sort of like little short jabs at thinking. So the games like that Heat Signature are certainly in that category, where it's just fun to play. Right, as we continue on down through, we'll just keep on getting we'll get a few more of these. We'll certainly get out of the 90%, I think, and then we'll have a bit of a look and see what we end up with. Jackbox Party Pack. This is $12. This, I would recommend that as well. It's sort of, these are great, these Jackbox games. Actually, there's another one there as well. That's Creeper World. I'm not sure what that entails. When was that one come out? That was right on the limit, so I won't worry about that one. This is the older format of Creeper World. But the Jackbox games are good fun. It's a bit old, so I won't bring it into our list. Total War Warhammer 3, of course, that's a classic. $15. I probably won't put that into the list as well, just because it's sort of expensive. You know, it still costs a fair bit, but that is a classic game. Ancient Warfare 3, no idea what that is. Card Survival, no idea. Bad North Jotun Edition. This is a pretty cool game as well. These are, I think, this is something I thought I had that. One, Bad North. I may have a different edition of that. But $3, 80% off. I'll put that into our list. Polytopia, it's a bit simple. Darkest Dungeon, I won't worry about that one. I mean, that's a classic again as well, but it's right from the very limit of what we've sort of been bringing in. Nine Kings came out recently and does rate very, very highly. That's only 50% off, so it's still $10. I won't worry about that one. And Rias 2, 2 Point Hospital is still in the 90%, so let's just go and download the next page as well. Have a quick look down through here. We'll just sort of scoot it through. There's another ChatTactic game. Hex of Steel. Oh, wow, here we go. This is 50% off. It's still $13 or $12.50. Okay, look, I'll put that in the list, even though it's expensive. This is a war game, where you can actually play randomized war games. It's very, very well done. Just a single developer has done this, which is pretty cool, actually, what he's actually done. Scald. I don't get too many more. Forts was an interesting game as well, but that's fairly old now, so I won't worry about that one. What's Hex of Steel? 2020. It's sort of it's under constant development, this game. Like, it just gets better and better. And it's a game that I keep on meaning to actually show the game again, because it's very, very well done. There's Planet Zoo again. We're out of the 90%, so I'll just have a quick look and see if there's anything else. Dominions 5, wow, 89%. 75% off, $10. Yes, you must get that. If you don't have that in your list, you do need it. A quick look through the other ones, just see if they're absolutely, if you must get them. There's the original Polybridge, which again rates pretty highly, $1. Yeah, we've got Polybridge 2, I think, in the list. I would grab that as well. These are just puzzle games essentially, but they are in that beer and pretzel sort of thing where you're just solving a single thing at a time. This one rates very highly, $10 there for workers and resources. I haven't played much of it, so but it's, by all accounts, it's a really, really good. What is that one rate? It's a simulation city builder. Yeah, and it's supposed to be very, very good, that one. That only came out fairly recently as well. Unreal World, there we go. That's 60% off for that one. This is I think you can pick that one up for free somewhere as well. But anyway, that's this one is actually quite an old game now. It says February 2016. I thought it was even older than that, to be honest. That may have been when it came to Steam, because it was a free game, a bit like what is it? Well, like the old Dwarf Fortress, I guess. You know, in that sort of sense, it's certainly got that sort of level. It's got very high complexity. Having said that, I think I'll put that in my list of games that we'll go and have a bit more of a close look at. Crusader Kings 3 rates nice and highly. It's 70% off, so it's still $15. I won't put it in the list simply because of the price. Like, it's not a cheap. It's not as if you can just go and grab that one as a cheap game. Anything else we want to have a look at through here? Maybe not. I don't think. This is it. This is the one I was talking about before. This is the ChatTactic game that I was mentioning. $10. I'm going to put that in the list. This for me has been the best of the sort of like the team-based, almost commando style games that I've come across. It was a really interesting mix of abilities with the actual characters. I'll put that into our little list as well. We've got a heap of them now. We've got heaps and heaps. Just see if there's anything else we have to have. This Hearts of Iron 4 in through there, 80% off, $10. I think that's a bit of a must-have as well. There's a few games that come from 2016. Like, for example, Stellaris is actually a 2016 game. And again, that's fairly cheap in this particular run. So there's a lot of Paradox games, which I think, like, if you don't actually have them, Hearts of Iron 4, I think that's a must-have as well. So I'll put that one in there. I think that'll do us. I've got a big long list now at the top of the screen here. So let's just go through each of these in a bit more depth and sort of delve into it, I guess. So we've got Mindustry back into this other side. I don't know if I can actually, if I can somehow get across to. That's just going to be this. Oh, that's just the screenshots. I'll just close that one. Where is Steam? Where's the Steam page? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So screenshots there. Should be a link straight. Oh, there we go. Is it launch this game? No, we don't want to launch it. We don't want to watch it. Just want to go to Steam. Where the hell is it? Store. There we are. So we'll have a quick look at these ones on the actual Steam page and sort of look at the video content. So in this case, it's a bit like it's essentially you're building factories and things. So you're doing basic mining. You're sort of setting things up. It is a tower defense as well, like where you've got to sort of set up the various defenses. And so you're essentially creating like a factory type system to then go and get different ores, and then that's actually now feeding in the ammunition to then go and to defend the base. But it gets quite intricate as it sort of plays on. It's in real time. I think you can pause it. I think it's pausable real time. But it looks fairly interesting. So there's the enemy base. Yeah, so it's got tower defense aspects where you are building up like the various other things. There are some environmental things as well. Real-time strategy, yes, absolutely. So you're trying to protect your factories. Well, in this case, they're actually attacking, and they've broken in. This is the randomly generated world. That's the tech tree, again, fairly good. A lot of stuff. Community mods. I didn't realise there were that many mods, to be honest. It's like Factorio, but sort of like Factorio is actually a great game, but this is sort of like in that same sort of category, but a bit different, like just with the way it does sort of work. It's got the Factorio style of building things up, but Mindustry is like, rates incredibly highly. Anyway, so you just come back in and sort of start the mining. That's going to be like ore back through there. That's a builder that you have, but also a combat craft. And so you're on this planet with other, sort of antagonists against you as well. That's actually a group that would be sort of like from our force, I think, if we were sort of playing it. Yeah, it's a very cool game. Anyway, that's so Mindustry. I would actually definitely have that one through there. I'll just read a few of the comments when I sort of do these and just have a quick look and see what we have. So in Stable Data, see Mindustry you can get for free from GitHub. Okay, there we go. It's open source. The only benefit of the Steam release is the Steam achievements. Oh, okay. Didn't realise that. Okay, so that's actually pretty cool. I mean, it's also, I guess you're supporting the dev as well. But if it's on GitHub as open source, that's good to know. Thank you for that one. True, it's pay what you want on their website. Still bought it on Steam though. Okay, this is Zoe. Yeah, it has co-op if you have friends. I don't have any friends. I actually don't have any friends who play, like, as in the people that I associate with day by day that play any computer games at all. I know people who play computer games, of course, but like all the people I go swimming with, none of them play computer games. For them, it's like a whole foreign landscape. It's sort of weird, actually. It's funny, sort of having like a group of people that you associate with like nearly every day that just have got zero idea of this side of things. Anyway, it's funny. Yeah, I like to tell people, though, it's an achievement, don't do anything for me. I don't really like the Steam. I don't bother with the Steam achievements. I mean, it's sort of one of those things. I think if you play a game a hell of a lot, it's useful to then have a look at them and see, okay, look, I'm going to aim for that particular one, just so you play a different way. But I think that's the only real good way. Private Joe saying, haven't played Mindustry since early 2020, but I can remember it was good. Yes, it was even good back then. But it looks like it's actually been constantly developed as well. So looks very cool. Springflake saying, any chance I could get you to take a look at Call to Arms? Looking, if it's not on special and in this little list, not today. I don't think Supreme Plague. Sorry, it was random small. It's I don't want to deviate away from the Steam Summer Sale, and I don't know if it's on the Steam Summer Sale. So I think if you don't mind, we'll just keep on going with this. I don't want to deviate off too much because I'm going to run out of time today. I've got basically an hour left to go through all these things. So building charts were definitely more accessible than Factorio. Okay, there we go. It's hard to find peeps to play with though sometimes. There we are. Not sure if I like tower defense games. They seem boring. This one there's always something to do in Mindustry. Like I was very, like, it's an open-ended factory management game with RTS and tower defense elements. So it's not really it's more about just building defenses. And it's like a normal tower defense has got like a full progression. Okay, so Stormman saying, pretty sure it's on the sale. It's an RTS though. Call to Arms, that is. Okay, look, okay, damn it, we'll do it. We'll do it, just for you guys. I'll go into here and Call to Arms. Gates of Hell. Oh yeah, 75% off. That's actually up there. That's so is that like a base game? Is that how it works? Very positive. So, oh yeah, it's up there. It's up there. realistic RTS RTT game. Offers endless this actually sounds pretty damn good. Is it squad level? Wish these sort of games would actually just show the in-game stuff. I don't know if this is in-game, but it doesn't look like it. It's too confusing to be in-game. There we are. So it's not really giving me an idea of what the gameplay is like. I mean, the animation is clunky, so it looks like it could be in-game. But it would be difficult, I guess. I think they're trying to make it cinematic, and I think that it's more important to show what the game is like to play. That looks like it may be sort of more the approach. No, still going cinematic. We've even got shaky cam. So what actually is it? I might have a look at this a bit later on, actually. It's sort of, it's hard to tell. Looks like a first-person shooter, is it? It says a realistic RTS. I don't know what an RTT game is. That offers endless command all types of troops in historical single-player, dynamic campaign, player versus environment battles. Are you ready for some serious immersion? World War II. It's got good ratings, but can't really tell how to play it. Like, they're not showing the actual game board unless somehow you do just skip around all over the place. There's nothing here that shows you top-down RTS where you can also directly control any unit and even snipe through the scope. Okay, so you can get down, but it's not actually showing the interface at all. None of these show anything other than the graphics, which I think is a missed opportunity with these sorts of games. Like, it's sort of hard to evaluate a game unless you can sort of see what the interface looks like. I mean, these must be the in-game stuff, but you know, it would be nice if they split this stuff up with a few other bits and pieces. I'll keep that on the side there. Like, I will actually have a look at that one again later on. Watched a Let's Play and was sold right away. Okay, yeah, it's sort of it does look interesting, but it's just without. I don't know what it looks. I don't know how it plays. Like, it's sort of one of those things where it's yeah. I'll see if I can contact the dev and actually and have a bit of a look at that one. That would be interesting. I mean, it certainly is in the wheelhouse of games that I tend to play. I'll keep it there. So I've put a lot of these things, so I'll just sort of keep them on the side there. Now we've got so Mindustry we've actually now done. I think we've sort of done the everything through there. Let's have a quick look and see. Hi Reed, how you going? Saying I like boomer shooters. They are my beer and pretzels games. I see, says Chris. Okay, there we go. Unbelievably good game. Very realistic, very detailed, says Dave. I'm not sure. I'm guessing you're talking about the Ostfront. good reviews to see that they and see what they say. Actually, that's a good idea. What the reviews say. Men of War. Okay, so I don't recommend this game to new players. The series is veterans of the Men of War series. Okay, so it's sort of like Men of War. There we go. Interesting. All right. Men of War is an interesting game. So not recommended because the AI. Conquest is just AI spamming as many troops as possible. It's a big fan of the Men of War Assault Squad. Yeah, okay, so it's basically Men of War. A different take on Men of War. All right, cool. All right, so we'll go to the next one, which is the Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. So we'll just go across the store here. So again, rates incredibly highly for this particular one. This is a hell of a lot of fun. So this is a beer and pretzels game. Very, very cool game. And okay, there we go. It's Stormworm is then saying it also has pausing and also slow motion when it gets hectic, which it does, right? Okay, let's have a look at the Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. This one here is an incredible game. I really enjoy this. It's sort of you set up your armies and then just let them fight. You can go and play as a single character in this, but it's sort of like you end up trying to, like, you've got all these different sorts of packs that you can end up getting for it as well, where like you could end up with like one massive hero, and then it just goes through and you just put them all together to see how they go, which is quite funny. It's sort of like ragdoll battles. Vikings. It is quite hilarious. There we go. We don't need to see any more. That's pretty much what it is, but it's you do just sort of then go and create. So you create your army, lay it out on a battlefield, or you can lay both armies out in the battlefield and then just sort of see what actually happens. So it's a very, very simple game to play, but it's 98%. So people absolutely love playing it. And again, it's a nice, quick little game to play. I might resurrect that one again and sort of have another look at that one, but I do recommend this one. I think it's a game that I've always really, really enjoyed playing. Besiege is another one of these games where this one is a game that I haven't really shown much on the channel, and I haven't played it for a fairly long time. Like, it came out 6 years ago, and I think I even had it from well before it came out. This is a bit of a puzzle game where you end up with different parts, like as you progress through the game, where you have to then try to besiege different sorts of fortifications or even just different units. I'll just play this one as well, just so you can sort of see it. This is one where you essentially you build this machine of war, and this is just in the slow-mo of it sort of destroying the actual tower itself. So you have all these different things where you sort of construct your machine the way you want it to work. You see that there was defenders there as well. So you need to build it to be able to cut through the defenders and then destroy the fortification. It's like an engineering type game, but it's a very, very cool game. So they're the defenders there that you have to then sort of cut through. You've got flying units, all sorts of stuff. And even it sort of, if it can kill itself. This is actually, it just shows you a bit of the, once you sort of do press play, what it can then go and do. It's a really, really good game. So the defenders trying to defend against it. The carnage. Besiege. Great little game. Physics-based siege engine creator. Again, it's sort of it's one of those games which is just a really, really well done game. Actually, here we go. We'll just look at this one here. I think this is possibly part of the progression. Actually, I haven't seen the space or the air combat type stuff. I haven't seen this before. I haven't played the game for a long period of time. Wow, that looks great. Guys, I think we'll be playing this again at some point. Very cool, very cool. didn't realise that it had this in it. That looks like it's almost like random map type stuff. Oh, this is their next game. Okay. Well, that's a must-have as well, isn't it, really? What is that? Besiege the Broken Beyond. Okay, new expansion available now. Okay, I might actually contact them about that one. That looks really, really good. Yes, actually, it said it was an expansion. Right. Okay, well, that's interesting. Does it have it? We've got the Seafarer Edition as well. Space Builder Edition. Yeah, there we go. So that's it there. The Broken Beyond. Oh wow, it's only just come out. Or it's yeah, it's only just come out. All right, I'm going to contact them because that looks really cool. Let's go and have a look at that. So it's an expansion for the game. It's on special at the moment as well. Yeah, even actually getting all of them is pretty cheap. Blast off. Battle your way through 11 interplanetary campaign. Master 30. Okay, so still campaigns, unfortunately. But it looks like it's much more open than what it was previously. Your resource management to besiege for the first time. This is cool. This is very, very cool. Balance fuel storage. Newtonian playground. So the Broken Beyond offers you the closest experience of a true Newtonian simulation. Pushing the law of physics. Space debris litters the star system. Gravitational fields. Oh, this looks so cool. Brand new sandbox beyond the campaign. This expansion comes with an interplanetary sandbox environment for you to explore, filled with planets, moons, and structures to destroy. Ah, this is it, guys. This is the one. Love it. I love it. This is really, really cool. Okay, that's that for me is a must get. I'm going to have to contact the devs and look at that one because I really enjoyed the base game a hell of a lot. I'll just pause it there. That looks really, really good. All right, so that's yeah, Daz is hyped. I am very, very hyped. So click saying added things to my cart. Yeah, no, that looks really, really good. The base game is good, but it's very much puzzle driven. So it's very much progression. The fact that it's got a sandbox environment, that takes it to the whole next level. That's a whole other. This is probably where I would have loved the actual base game to have gone. And I think that they're possibly if they're thinking in this sort of terms, it's most likely going to actually end up with a Besiege 2, which is actually much more open world, which would be really, really cool to actually be able to acquire resources, build your units, and then go off and actually sort of conquer other parts of the map, which would be really nice. Okay, so we've got Against the Storm. We'll just go back into this one as well. So this one rates incredibly highly, and for very, very good reason. So this is the launch trailer. Let's just go into that's the release date. Let's have a look at this one through here. This is probably a bit old, this particular information, but it'll give you an idea.
This is Against the Storm, a roguelite city builder where every settlement presents you with different challenges.
It just said there, roguelike city builder. That's what it is. It's roguelike in the way it does work, and it's just random. It's so random. The whole the world that you play in sort of has got randomized elements in it, and then every location has got randomized elements. So you can't just build the same way every single time. And also, it's sort of funny. Like the one thing that does turn people off when they look at the game. Actually, I'll just try to get it so we can see it here. So you can see there we've got like beavers sort of working in through this other side.
Things start out pretty familiar. A blank canvas you need to turn.
I don't know if you guys can hear that. I'll just
send your villagers out to gather resources, set up basic logistics, and construct buildings that will form complex supply chains. Except you'll only have a subset of all buildings on each run, and there's no guarantee you'll encounter the same resources twice when exploring procedurally generated maps. You can't force your way to victory by repeating the same strategy over and over again. you must adapt. Various production buildings can manufacture the same goods, but at varying efficiencies. While each species excels at different tasks, there's always a way out of a tight spot. Barter with traders, or please the old gods by sacrificing your villagers. To convince the queen that your settlement is self-sufficient, you must fulfill her orders, venture into the ominous forest, or win your people's hearts. If you succeed, you will be rewarded with resources to spend on a variety of permanent upgrades, and then move on to the next settlement. With hundreds of gameplay modifiers and 6 distinct biomes, every run presents a new puzzle to solve. So, on to the next one. A new challenge always awaits in Against the Storm. Coming to Steam on December 8th.
Yeah, this is an amazing game. The different types of characters that you end up getting as well, each of them does something. So initially, I was put off by the sort of the anamorphic characters that were in it, like the beavers, etc. But what it does is it quickly gives you a visual view of what they're good at. So it's a very clean way of segmenting skill sets, and so you can see it straight away because they are these anamorphic animals that are sort of then walking around and doing all of the building, etc., etc. So it's sort of one of these games where every gameplay is completely different. Like, it's really, really cool. It's such a good game. I highly, highly recommend that. There's a game that I haven't played enough of, but it's you can see there it's got like a lot of, like 95%, 92%, just rates incredibly highly, and for very, very good reason. For me, I haven't come across another city builder that's anywhere near as good as this one. I've got a fair few city builders that I've even got to sort of go and try to play, but this one is always different. It's always something. There's always something new you've got to then try to solve. You know, like it's really quite unique every time you actually play it. So it is a roguelike city builder, and that's really what it is. It's the best city builder that I've ever played. It's only like a few years old, so it's fairly recent. What was the price on this one? 70% off. So just over that's Australian $10. So it'll be just around $10 ish for US. There are other things you can actually go and grab for it as well. So there are a few extra little bits and pieces you can actually then go and get. Got supporters pack. There is a number of. You've got Night Watchers, Keeper of Stone as well. These are different DLC packs that you can then go and grab as well, which sort of add different sorts of aspects to the game. This is another one of these games I've got to play more of. Anyway, Against the Storm, I do highly recommend that one. So Ruts is saying, remember someone saying he had found nothing and has seen some sale, and now look at that list. Yeah, that was me yesterday. But that's because I didn't really have a good look. You know what I did? I looked at the Steam list. I didn't look at the Steam database list. If I had started with a database, I would have found all these things, to be fair. But when I went through the actual Steam list, none of this stuff was there, which is sort of funny. Anyway, you are right. I will take that on the chin. I was really unimpressed with it yesterday. So Kangaroo is saying, I love Against the Storm, but it also gets stressful that I can't get long sessions on it. There we are. So, and any button to start, says Ruts. For me, there was way too much in the Seen Summer Sale. There's still games I want to get to. Yeah, so I've tried to keep this list to games that are affordable as well, like so fairly cheap with what they do. A few where we go in YouTube. What do we get up to? So this was saying, not sure if I'd say strategy games are not popular, but it also depends on what you compare it to. And even then, like most genres, it's only a few games that have huge sale figures. Hi, Zerin. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well as well, thank you. Actually, it's doing very well. I feel it's better than what I felt in literally 2 years at the moment, which is good. Okay, so that's Against the Storm. Again, an incredible city builder. For me, the best city builder out there just because of the roguelike elements. Airships, Conquer the Skies. This one is, of course, a big favourite of mine. I love this game. This is one where people look at it and think, what the hell are you playing when you actually play it? But it really is very, very cool. And again, what's the percentage? Yeah, 60% off. It's up there in price. I won't spend too much time with this one. But essentially what you do is you end up... Just put this one down a little bit. Yeah, that's loud. You build these starships or even land ships, and then you just go around and actually sort of fight all sorts of different things. It's got a very, very good campaign system now, which is very, very nice. And you've got all these monsters that you have to then sort of try to work out as well. The campaign is really, really well developed. It wasn't in the early days, but it really is now. If you haven't played it for a number of years, you might want to have a look. You've got boarding parties that can get on board the different enemy ships. Very cool game. Anyway, I won't spend too much time talking about that one. But that is one of my favourite games. Like it's sort of one of the, as I say, when the game gets updated, but it gets updated a lot. I do actually, I always think about playing it again because I really just enjoy it so much. Here we go, Supreme Plague. So I still remember the session with the House on Wheels and Orangutan's Library. Yes, there's been some funny videos that we've done on this particular game. It's been an incredibly fun game to play. Okay, so Sithel's saying, I like Deck of Haunts if you get into deck building strategy. I don't really like card-based games all that much. I mean, I do play them, but like as soon as they say deck building, I'm thinking, I've got a negative against them, and I don't know why. So Zeron's saying, yeah, strategy games are a bit hit and miss in general. I personally prefer sandbox type games, which are few and far between. Yeah, you're right. Got that on your recommendation some years ago, says Thor Nellerman there. I'm guessing, Arship's got to play that some more, says Thor Nellerman. Yes, it's a great game. Great game. Anyway, that's on special at the moment. Not as cheap as it could be, but I love this game. Absolutely love it. All right, next one across. We have now Burrow Trauma. I've heard about this game. I don't actually have it, but it's supposed to be very, very good. A 2D co-op submarine simulator. So it's co-op. Looks like it's only co-op. So look, I won't look at it. I'll probably get it off the list. But it's but from what I have heard, it is a pretty amazing little game. I didn't realise it was co-op. Is it single player? It does say single player there. And this is from Cly as well. No, Daedalic. Okay, so Fake Fish Undertow Games, and Daedalic is the publisher there. Look, I won't go into that one, but again, that was what was the percentage off in through here? It's too expensive. Sorry, I'm going to take that off my list. It's just a bit too much. Polybridge. I won't spend much time in this one. Polybridge 2, Polybridge. They're both rated very, very highly. These are fun little games. So I won't actually go and have a look at it. But this one is a cheapie. To sort of go and pick it up at this point in time. So $3, a little bit of a puzzle game. Again, beer and pretzels type game, which just means you can sort of play like one mission at a time if you're wanting to, just to try to get the vehicles across a bridge that you then create. I'll just ditch that one. Empire of the Undergrowth. This is one that I haven't actually played, but does rate very highly. What was the price on this one? It's under $10, 70% off. It did actually, it did do well. It's one of these games where I think it's even half educational, the way it sort of does work, I think. But I haven't really had a good look at it. I'll sort of skip over this one, but the reviews are high with that particular game. This is a classic. If you haven't got this one, you do need to go and get it. Now, as I said before, I'm pretty sure if you've got Netflix, you can actually just get it straight from Netflix for free. So you can actually sort of just go and download it onto Android devices and stuff like that through Netflix. I think you can also get it for PC that way as well. But it is, if not, you can actually sort of get there for like $4.50, which is nice and cheap. I won't open it up because it's a pretty old game now, but it was very, very good fun. That's surprising. Last recorded update is still in development. That surprises me, actually. I will actually go to the store. This is too much of a classic not to actually sort of talk about it. It's so we'll have a quick look at this one. From the creators of FTL, there we go, another classic game. I prefer this to FTL. So each of your bots sort of does different things, and you have to then try to protect these different cities and progress through like a campaign. So there is a bit of randomization with it as well, but it's very pure in terms of its in terms of what the strategy actually does with this game. The enemy is trying to destroy the cities. Yeah, turn-based strategy. Yeah, it's very, very cool. You've got to take over these different islands, and so you've got you load out the different mechs that you've got. So you're sort of coming in with these different mechs that do different things. Yeah, very, very good game. Very good game. I won't spend any real time on it. Okay, this one again, Symphony of War. I love this game, but I really, really wish that it would actually have a random map generator. I think it would, just because the combat is not. It's a combat RP. It's a CRPG essentially. So it's a a role play game. Where you do have different characters, but the level ups is quite interesting.
Of a golden time in years past of great clashes, heroes, and triumphs.
So there is a story aspect to it, but the actual combat itself is much more open ended. So it lends itself to having some sort of sandbox type experience. 50 different classes. You know, it's a very, very cool game with the different sorts of because it's a fairly simple sort of combat area. It's better than Advanced Wars, even though it's sort of showing Advanced Wars style combat. The progression system is really, really quite good as well. Campaign hours is not what I'm interested in. It would be so cool to actually have this as a random game. I don't know if they're trying to do that. I might just let's ditch this stuff and we'll just go straight to the community hub. I think that they were talking about it at some point to try to do something with it. Yeah, that's random crashes, not random maps. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing it there. Yeah, there's an update that I think that they were working on. Hard at work on the sequel. Hang in there. I don't know if it's going to again have any sort of like random map content. I really hope it does. That's the only thing that's the only negative I have about this game is that it's got so much to like about it except for the lack of random maps. Anyway, we'll leave that one there. Okay, Armored Commander 2. Now, I've got no idea what this is like. It rates highly, but I have heard about it being very, very good. But the graphics are really, really shit. This is the graphics in through here. When did it come out? 2021. Yet this is still what the actual game looks like. So it's a shocker. But it's a shocker that apparently plays incredibly well with what it does do. Yeah, Sherman tanks. Reminds me a little bit of Mega Mech. Actually, Mega Mech's better than this. That's a free game. I started playing that again the other day just to have a bit of a look at it. Okay, so there's different campaigns. So I think you just play as a single tank commander. It looks fairly in depth. You add different skills. There's a lot of stuff in it. Okay, that's sort of strange. So just the graphics are so poor. I think it's one of these games I'm actually really interested in because it just looks so bad. It's sort of funny to see a game that looks so bad yet rates so highly. I might see if I can actually get hold of this. What was that one? Overwhelmingly positive. Yeah, $7, so it's pretty cheap. But it's now on Steam Deck as well. Okay, I'll make contact with the dev and see if I can actually get it there. It's based on the old Avalon Hill War game. Okay, so was there an Avalon Hill War game called Armored Commander? There is a demo available, actually. Interesting. Anyway, that's an interesting one. So it says no AI involved in the graphics. Yes, you can sort of tell, can't you? It's completely hand done, I think. I would assume. Okay, then Frostpunk. I won't open this one up, but again, this one does. What's the price on this one? Actually, it's super cheap. Frostpunk is fairly oldish now. Yeah, 2018 was when it first came out. But again, a bit of a classic type game. So I'll just sort of mention there's still a lot of people playing it right now. You know, like it rates very, very highly. So very, very popular game. I won't open that one up. Heat Signature. I love this game. Still 40 people in game. That surprises me. Like this is 2017. I will actually show this one. This is very, very cool the way it does work.
Ever since man first knocked man through a plate glass window.
So this is his old game, Gunpoint.
What if we could do that?
This is the game here.
Well, then that man would be in space. And someone would have to make all that space. And that's why Heat Signature took 3.5 years. You play a contractor, living in a remote nebula, taking on missions to break into spaceships. Breaking into spaceships is a ridiculous job that will certainly get you killed. But luckily there are easy missions you can choose. Well, that one's labeled mistake, so you might not want to. Okay, fine, we're doing the one literally labeled mistake. Your ship has no weapons, and is so small the bigger ships hardly notice it. Which is good, because its main feature is this. It can break into them. Once you're in, you'll need to get past the crew. You're wildly outnumbered, but you can pause and take as long as you like to figure out how to get out of the terrible situation you've just put yourself in. So here, you can take that first guy's gun and use it to shoot his friend. And then throw your wrench at this guy and dodge that bullet while your gun reloads. And everyone on the ship heard that. Soon you're finding gadgets like the Subverter, which lets you hack enemy turrets to shoot people for you. And the Swapper, which lets you swap places with enemies to make them shoot themselves. What if the man you want to hit through a window isn't near the window? Well, you could shoot the window anyway, then swap places with him, so that when it breaks, he's the one who gets sucked into space. Now that your target is happily asphyxiating, you have time to worry about bigger problems, like the fact that the ship you're on is under attack, and exploding. So it's time to throw yourself through a window, and remote control your pod to come and scoop yourself up before you asphyxiate. Every mission gets you closer to liberating a new space station. And liberating stations unlocks new gadgets, weapons, and technologies to play with. And that is Heat Signature. It's a game from
It's a good summary, actually.
Where you go inside spaceships, make terrible mistakes, and think of clever
All the
ways.
ships are random. All of the basically all the stuff in the game is randomized, which is extremely well done. Like it's just such a great little game. So anyway, I do highly recommend that one. Oops, just exit out of full screen there. So this is a game I've put so many hours into this game. It has been my go-to game for many years as just something to play. It's also got like guards that come through. So even with if you leave bodies around, the guards will then sort of find the bodies and then start coming hunting for you again. So I almost wish you would build a second version of this one. It's just such a good game. Okay, Creeper World. I won't open this one up, but essentially Creeper World again. I think at the price that it was, like $10. That's a very good price for that one. Bad North. Now I do have a Bad North. I'm pretty sure. If I just go and open up my Steam library, and I thought I had it. Yeah, I do have it. I wonder why I didn't list it as being there. So I'll have to play this game again. It's been a while since I've played it. Interesting game though. So So you sort of have like these different islands and things that you need to try to protect with your forces or take over. It's been a long time since I played it though. Yeah. Interesting little game, this one. So got these different raiders coming in. You can see why it rates so highly, I think, just with even just the actual way the gameplay sort of works. Very, very cool game. It's funny sort of seeing these games that I haven't played a lot of, and I've really got to get into it. Like it's a bit old now, but it's still an incredibly sort of interesting looking game, just the way it sort of does work. Anyway, that's Bad North. What else have we got coming up through where we are? I'm going to have to start to wind up fairly soon. Hex of Steel, again, very, very high ratings. Just a single developer has sort of made this game. And sorry, if I just go back, when was the last update? Because these update all the time. Yeah, there we go. Literally updated 4 hours ago. This gets updated so often, this particular game, and it's really developed. I haven't played it for a long time. But he was building another game, actually. This is he's got a second game on the boil. It's just a hex war game type thing, but you can play random maps. It's extremely well done. There are actual, World War II style maps as well that you can sort of then go and play. He's just done an incredible job of this. There's Bardia, so this is North Africa. So he's got like the North African campaign. A lot of content, a hell of a lot of content in this. Plus the random maps, of course, make this really something quite special. I mean, I guess it's $20, so it's not one of the cheap games that we've got in here. 50% is not fantastic, but it's a good game. So yeah, $12 US, $12.50 US. Yeah, it's still up there, I guess. It's not one of the cheapies. Dominions, $10 US. That's definitely worth getting. If you're not aware of it, Dominions has been classified as the best strategy game of all time, like best fantasy strategy game of all time, because of what it does do. It's just incredible as a game. It's also got amazing multiplayer as well. But it's just set aside like a few months to play it. The graphics are terrible in this game, but the actual but they're functional because the complexity or the depth and detail in the game is just so great. I'll go and play this. I'll just Rise of the Faith. So the graphics they're functional with what they do, but the detail in it is incredibly deep. There's it's just said there was 86 factions. I think there's even more than that now. Over 200 potential gods, and the gods is just you build your own god and then sort of work from there. The different creatures, the way that you sort of script your battles. So it's an auto battler system, but it's the scripting of the actual forces is just absolutely next level. It's again just unbelievably detailed with what it does actually have. Yeah, so this series has been, as I said before, has been sort of hailed as the best strategy game of all time. If you don't have it, for $10, go and get it. It's just amazing. Amazing game. lots of spells and stuff to do. If you do get it, if you haven't played it before, like there's a fair few tutorials and things online. I've got a fair few different tutorial series on the game itself as well. But it also has a if you are going to play it, the easiest one to play is a faction called Ulm, U-L-M, and that sort of is probably the easiest way to at least get an understanding of the game. It's just stock standard, sort of almost like a dwarf faction, I guess would be the way of thinking about it. But they've just got amazing factions. Like, just there's so much. Try to steer clear of blood nations or blood magic, as until you get used to the game. They're quite complex. Anyway, it really is an incredible game, and at that price point, 75% off, $10 US. If you don't have it in your library, absolutely now is the time to go and get it. So that's a great one. So we'll just go into the next one, which is Unreal World. Is that the last one that we've got? No, we've still got a few more. Not that many more, just a couple more. Then we'll do a marble run. We'll do 2 marble runs, one for Twitch and one for YouTube. And it's okay to be watching in both and be part of both. So we'll do some giveaways in just a minute. All right, so Unreal World. I won't talk too much about this one as well. This is sort of like Dwarf Fortress in what it does do. Like, it's sort of like survival mode, where you are literally just sort of trying to sort of survive. It's only 60% off, but there was mentioned before that there was a I think you can still get this one free directly from the dev's website, I think. But it's sort of one of these things where I don't know what else you get in the Steam. I think the Steam game's got a few little extra bits and pieces. Again, it's only a couple of months ago that the last update was then made. Like, they've made it. This is an old game. I'm pretty sure this date here was when it came to Steam. I'm pretty sure it was in development for probably another, about the same length of time as Dwarf Fortress. So it's been around for a long period of time. Okay, Shadow Gambit is like, this has been the best of the Commando style games that I've come across. So just go to the gameplay trailer.
Hi, my name is Mo, head of design from Mimimi Games. This is Shadow Gambit, the Cursed Crew, a stealth strategy game where you join the Red Mali, a living ghost ship sailing the Caribbean during an alternate history of the golden age of piracy.
So there's no random
The dead are restless,
maps or anything.
and the air is laced with soul magic, which grants your crew supernatural powers to help execute the perfect mission. Do you enjoy stealth games where you can observe your enemies and sneakily outsmart them with a mixture of distractions, careful timing, and attacks?
No hard feelings.
Do you like strategy games that offer a focused experience with unique encounters solved by a mix of experimenting and carefully considered tactics?
Always a pleasure.
We love playing these games too, and for over 8 years we've made stealth strategy games which combine our favorite parts of each genre.
That'll do.
We design our games so you can experiment and discover your unique solution to every encounter.
Enjoy death. It's gonna last a while.
We first revived the stealth strategy genre with Shadow Tactics, and followed this up with Desperados 3 to critical acclaim.
Not too shabby.
Shadow Gambit is our latest, where you play the cursed pirate crew of the Red Mali. Using the ship's time manipulation powers and the unique magical skills of your crew, you'll go on a heist across a variety of islands to find a mysterious treasure. All while being hunted by the Inquisition of the Burning Maiden, a devout army that despises cursed pirates like you and your crew.
Face the Maiden's wrath, pirate!
We love the top-down tactical perspective, because it gives you all the information you need to plan out your stealthy strategy. This allows you to command multiple characters to work as a team. For example, splitting up one crew member to distract a guard several meters away, while the other takes down their Inquisition friend.
Stay down, will you?
The game is designed so you can know where every guard is looking, when you're visible or hidden, who will hear the noise made by your attacks, and more. These tools are designed so when you get caught,
The cursed are here!
you know it's because of something you overlooked, not because the game had you at an unfair advantage.
Let's try that again.
Just because you have access to all this information doesn't mean it's going to be a relaxing day at the beach. You'll have to think hard about how to get past areas where there might be one or more enemies who will spot you right away if you try to take out one of their friends. You're bound to slip up eventually.
What happened here?
That's why at any moment, you can use the Red Marley's magical time manipulating powers to reset time and retry an encounter.
Haha! See you on the other side.
We want you to feel like a mastermind after experimenting and then executing a beautifully planned attack.
I like your way of doing things.
A key part of our game's design is your ship's magical ability to completely stop time so you can think of your next move. Whether you want to find a safe spot to hide, or you just don't like thinking in real time and would rather stop, plan, queue up a character's action, and then execute it. You are always the one in control.
Resistance is pointless.
To defy the Inquisition, you'll need to find the legendary Black Pearls, whose soul energy can be used to unlock new crew members. Their special magical abilities provide unique tactical options, especially when you mix and match who you send on each mission.
I heard that.
In this trailer, we're showing 3 out of the 8 members of your cursed pirate crew. The first is Aphia, the ship's
I
adventurous...
won't keep on looking at that, but it's a really, really good, these sort of stealth games. It's, yeah, I do highly recommend that one. Just reading a few more of the comments. So actually, it looks like there's different different price points for depending on where you are. So Tiger for us, for example, saying 75% off. It's 50% off in the UK. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, that's weird actually. That's strange that they would actually have a different price point. Sacred Chicken Nugget saying Unreal World is a true Finnish survival game. Yeah, it's a free version is not up to date. Yeah, I think that they're now just focusing on the Steam version. So it says Sacred Chicken is also then sort of saying Unreal World is a Guinness World Record as the longest update support for a game. There we are. So it must even be older than Dwarf Fortress then in that case. I played too much Shadow Tactics in too short a time and became turned off the whole genre. Says Ruts. It's sort of like it's this one struck me simply because I think that they almost thought, what's a way that we can actually make one of these games where we can actually have like the scale and also the movement and all these different things sort of make sense. So that by going into and making them into like ghost fighters, it is actually interesting. So yeah, but I guess anyone can get too sick of that something. But it is a good one. So saying good early night to you in chat. Japan put hard pressure on Brazil and sadly lost. Oh really? Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping Japan would do really, really well actually in this World Cup. So like they play in the same league as Australia. So sort of it was Japan's a very, very good time, which is a shame. Okay, so yep. So orangutans are saying Dom 5 is 75% off in UK. Yeah, Dom 6 is 40% off in the UK. Daz. Oh, hang on. Oh, I was showing 5. Yeah, sorry, I meant I meant Dom 6. Actually, don't bother with Dom 5. Sorry, I'm going to take all that back. All that back. It is Dom 5. I screwed up there. Guys, I'm sorry I screwed up. It's not Dom 5 you want. It's Dom 6. Dom 6 is heaps better than Dom 5. Like, it's sort of surprising. It doesn't look like it is, but it actually is. So, it's funny, it would normally sort of show you the other games. Conquest Elysium 50% off is not great. Okay, look, forget that recommendation. There we go, 40%. No, too expensive. So that's, yeah, so thank you for addressing that. That's very much appreciated. This is still too expensive then in that case. So it is on special at 40% off. Dom 5 is not what you want. Dom 6 is what you want. Yeah, I would highly recommend Dom 6 over Dom 5. Sorry, I didn't even pick that. I just assumed it was the most recent one. It's not at all. Yeah, Dom 6 is an amazing good game. This has got so much more quality of life aspects to it, even though it doesn't look like it. So yeah, for that price point, I'm not going to put it in my list. So I'm going to get rid of that from my little list of games. So what do we get up to? We've got Shadow Gambit, and then Hearts of Iron. Again, just a nice cheap price for a classic game. Again, I won't really open it up, but there is. But I will be playing some more. I haven't played this one for a long period of time, and people have been asking me to play it, so I will actually be playing this one again fairly soon. Anyway, guys, let's actually finish this one off. I do have to sort of get going, and so I'm going to do. What games have I got to give away? Just let me have a quick look and see what I've got here. I'm going to give away. I'm going to start a marble run on Twitch, just because it's nice and simple, and then we'll do one on YouTube. So if you're on the Twitch channel, all you have to do is, it's so much easier for you guys to hook into this stuff. I'm just going to go and minimize that. Marbles on stream and through here. Oh, it's downloading content, which is annoying. Now I've got a couple of, I've got Gladiator Command, which is, I've got a couple of keys for that. So and hopefully this will still work. I've had these for a long period of time, and I just haven't actually, haven't given them away. So I'll give one away on Twitch and then one away on YouTube. So sorry about this. I normally run these before I do these sorts of things, just to make sure it does have the latest content in here. Now I haven't done these on Twitch for a long time, but from memory this is a lot easier to do. So Gladiator Command is going to be the game for the giveaway. So thank you to the dev for that. I will just, while we're waiting, I'll just go across into here. We'll just go and add another one. So Steam powered. This is a fun game, actually. Gladiator Command. There it is, 20% off. It's a cheap game, but it's actually, it's really quite cool. So you're sort of a gladiator management sim, recruit unique gladiators, train them and equip them, and then they sort of fight in like an auto battle, sort of in this arena. Actually was a surprisingly good game. So that's actually that's the one for the giveaway. Here we go, and more. Yeah, blah blah blah. Continue. All right. So I'm just going to do a single race here. I'll just do them each as individual races. If I go here, I'm just going to go and randomize what we have. So I'm going to go to viewer. So I'm just going to start. Now this is only going to work. So don't bother doing this if you're watching on YouTube. This is really only going to work for Twitch. So actually, Kroon is saying Hearts of Iron was great, is great, but having a hard time to play those Paradox games without all the DLCs. And you're right, there are a lot.
Recruit gladiators with unique backgrounds and traits.
Sorry, I'm just going to go and find where that is. There we are. So where's that noise coming from? So I think all I need to do here is just go and click on Viewer, click on Play, and so you guys will have to opt in to play. So in this case, actually one thing, sorry, before I do this, I'm waiting to start. So you guys need to type in !play if you're watching on Twitch. Actually, before I do this, sorry guys, I'll let you guys start to do this. Just bear with me. I'm going to go across to here and add in, I think it's Nightbot that I need in here. And in the meantime, actually this may not work. I'm just thinking, if I go to dashboard, I don't know if this one looks like it may be YouTube. It may not work all that well. Just go to giveaways, keywords. Yeah, I think we're actually in the right spot. So I'll just go next. Yep, next. So I'll just get this one set up. Yeah, win. So what I need you to do, if you're watching on YouTube, don't do the !play. I'm just going to get you to type in the word win, And then I'll start to get a list of things in here. It's much more complicated to get this thing to work on YouTube, unfortunately. But if you are watching on Twitch, just do !play, and then you should be in the list in the running to play it. So viewers will appear here as they enter. So if you're watching on YouTube, type in the word win. If you're watching on Twitch, type in the word !play. The YouTube people won't be in this next run. So this first run is just purely for there we go, getting a fair few of you now coming in, which is good. So if I go across now to Marbles on Stream, there we are. So we're going to run this particular race and see how we go. So there's all the different people that have now come back in. And we'll get started. So good luck, everyone. Whoever is the winner of this one will actually then end up getting one of those Gladiator Command keys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and away we go. So we'll just watch as they come down to this first little area. We'll play a completely different map for the next one. So here's the first one. Looks like we've got Spore Addict is the one out in front. I'm just going to press number 2. I can then sort of follow along. So we've got, let's go back a little bit. Private Joe has now hit the lead. So you're coming through. I've never seen one with water before. Anyway, that's the leaderboard, leader list. A few of them sort of bouncing around. I'm not sure what that's from. Oh, there is actually, here's a booster pushing them back around. So Crunch has now hit the lead. Private Joe back out in front again. That looks like it may be the finish line. That may be it. Crooner, the first one in. I think that's... is that it? Yes, the finish line. Who's going to be the first one through? It is Stormworm, Private Joe. No. Is anyone going to get through first? That is literally it, just right there. Nobody's able to make it in just yet. There we go. Stormworm is in. Okay, so Stormworm, you're the first one through. Sapior was number 2. So congratulations, Stormworm. I will actually give you the key. Let's see where you are in the list. Wait, did I win? You did indeed. So I'm just going to go and click on there. I'm going to... I should be able to whisper here, I think. Actually, no, I can't see it there. So I've got to find a way to do the whispers. Select a ban reason, no. So I can ban you. I can do all that. I've got the mod stuff in through here. I thought I could actually talk to you. Messages, yeah, no, it's not actually there. Where are we? I know I can actually whisper to you. There we go. That's it now. So the winner is Stormworm. So that's fine. That's the final results there for that particular one. So you are the winner. I'll just find a way to actually do a whisper, and then I'll just send it to you. So just bear with me, guys. It's going to be this one here. Go back to Twitch. I think I can just click on you here and whisper. Where the hell is it? There we go. Can't move it off. Sorry, I'm just going to have to... What I'm going to need to do here... Sorry, there's an old key. That's not it. I'm just going to hide the screen. I'll be right back after I send this one through across to Stormworm. Stormworm. Okay, so I'm just sending it to you now. That must have been a really old key, actually, that was there before. So I've just whispered that one to you. Nice and simple with when it comes to doing this sort of stuff. So anyway, that's now been whispered across. I can now go and re-show the screen yet again. All right, so next one. Now we're going to, now for the complex one. This is now trying to get, I've just got to go and get all of the stuff done for YouTube, which is a pain in the ass. This is much more complex. Open recent. Hopefully it's in here. Damn, it's not. I'll have to find it. Just bear with me. File open. I've got to find actually where I actually had it. Where would I have stored this, I wonder? Must be under my video content, I'm guessing. DasTactic, ChatTactic, working files. Damn it, guys! I'm having trouble here now finding where I actually have got the information. Bloody hell! Where would I have put it? Try a different. I'm trying to find different locations where I've actually got the name file, because it's got all of the commands as to how to set it all up. So bear with me. I'll see if I can find it. No. This isn't going to work. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. It's going to take me too long to find all this stuff. It's so much more. YouTube makes things so hard. Like you saw how easy that was to do a giveaway on Twitch. YouTube really is not great with what it does do there. But I'll just see if I should have. I just haven't actually got the more recent stuff. Normally I sort of keep it just open by default. Open recent. No, I don't actually have it there, guys. I'm not going to be able to do this unless I can find out where I've actually got it stored. Let's try again. I'll try one more. I would have normally sort of kept it in like only a few locations. I normally sort of put things in, if it's video content, I normally put it in with the video content sort of stuff. But I haven't. But it's not where I thought it would be. Let's have a bit more of a look around. That won't be under that stuff. I don't think I can do the giveaway, sorry guys, on YouTube, because I don't have the, my apologies about this. Yeah, I can't actually, maybe in there. Just have a bit more of a look. Ah, I think I found it. Is that right? This one might be it. Yes, I found it. Great, okay, so we can do it. Okay, we've only got 11 users that are actually in this one, so I'm going to, actually one thing I could have done was just choose a winner, so I could have just done it that way. But I will, actually, gosh, where is it now? Copy eligible entries, go Control V, and I may have to just click choose a winner actually and do it that way, because again I don't think I've got the ability to actually sort this one out to then set it all up. I think I'll just do choose a winner. It's going to take me too long doing all this. I think find, to see if I can actually just go to replace. Yeah, no, this is going to take a bit too long. I'm just going to click on choose a winner here, guys, and whoever it chooses will be the winner of this particular. There we go, we've got 12 in there now. So good luck. This no marble run for this one, unfortunately. It's just been a little bit too difficult. But what I will need you to do, so choose a winner. Here we go. The winner is Dom UK. There we go. So Dom UK, you are the winner. And so you will need to email me. So if you can actually email me at daz@dastactic.com, I can then send you that particular code. I'll just type that in there, daz@dastactic.com, and I'll shoot that one out to you. So that's the email address. So I'll just put your name next to it, just so that I've got it there. UK05. There we go. So that will be your Gladiator command key. So sorry about that, we couldn't actually do it. Roll it over, Daz. Not my kind of game. Thanks though. Are you sure? You sure? We'll re-roll a winner. Here we go. Be someone else. Bang. Who is it this time? Thor Nellerman. There we go. So Thor, you've got the actual key there. All right, there we are. So so if you can email me, I can then actually sort of give you that particular key. All right, I'm going to close that one off. So that was good going. So you are now the winner there, Thor Nellerman. Well done. And I'm going to actually close up here, guys. So we'll leave it at this point in time. And yeah, there's some good. There are some good games there actually, and some fairly cheap ones as well. Some must-haves. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.